Have you heard about the new super-sensitive condoms?
No.
They hang around after the man leaves and talks to the woman.
There once was a man from Woonsocket who rode down the street on a rocket. The force of the blast blew his balls up his ass, and his pecker was found in his pocket.
There once was a man from Fort Myers who wrapped his balls up in wire. He flicked on the switch, and oh what a bitch, his balls began to catch fire.
There was an old hooker named Cherif who let out a monstrous queef. With the grace of a swan, she said to her John, "Does anyone else smell roast beef?"
There once was a man from Pompeii who fashioned a snatch out of clay. The heat from his prick turned the clay into brick and tore all his foreskin away.
There was a young harlot from Kew who filled her vagina with glue. She said with a grin, "If they pay to get in, they'll pay to get out of it too."
There once was a vampire named Mabel, whose periods were really quite stable, and every full moon, she'd get out a spoon and drink herself under the table.
There once was a pirate from Yates who could dance the fandango on skates. He fell on his cutlass, which rendered him nutless and perfectly useless on dates.
The lass I brought home was a prize, with an alluring set of blue eyes. Her breasts, so well kept, were what I'd expect, but her penis was quite a surprise.
There was a young lady from Leith who would circumcise men with her teeth. It wasn't for fame or love of the game, but to get at the cheese underneath.
There once was a fellow O'Doul who found little red spots on his tool. His doctor, a cynic, said, "Get out of me clinic and wipe off that lipstick, you fool."
There was a man from Kent who had a penis so long it bent. It was so much trouble that he kept it double, and instead of coming he went.
'Twas a crazy old man called O'Keefe who caused local farmers much grief. To their cows he would run, cut their legs off for fun, and say, "Look, I've invented ground beef."
There once was a man from Madras whose balls were made out of brass. When he'd bang them together, they'd play stormy weather and lightning would shoot out of his ass.
There was a young lady called Tout who felt she needed to fart. She stepped outside and, to her surprise, blew over a horse and cart.
There once was a man from Nantucket whose cock was so long he could suck it. While licking his chin, he said with a grin, "If my A was a pussy, I'd fuck it."
There once was a man from Peru who fell asleep in a canoe. While dreaming of Venus, he played with his penis and woke up all covered with goo.
Stop. No more limericks, or anything with dicks. Let's just call it quits before we hear any more about tits.
Good night.